Hello, my happy family. Jeffrey Williams back on Financial Friday. I don't have no notes because I'm going to talk to y'all about experience. I don't need no notes. I don't need no tips, nothing. And let me tell you, like I said at the beginning, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not nothing associated with any financial institutions or nothing. I'll give you advice on life experience and what I did, how I did it, and give you some kind of idea how to do it in common sense terms, y'all. In common sense terms. And that's what I'm going to do about today. As you see the title, it's probably going to be, are you ready for a house? Can you afford a house? Uh, is a house for you? Is the American dream uh, for you? And let me start here. Owning a house should be everybody's American dream, or not even American dream, just dream itself, because it's nothing like a house. A house can be a biggest asset, but if you go into it and you're not planned ahead of time, it could be your biggest liability and biggest headache you ever endure in your life if you're not ready for a house. Let me give you a little story here. Back in what was it, 2000? God just pretty much, I'll tell you a story later on in another video how he just stopped me from taking my life and telling me to get up and get on with my life. He had a lot doing for me. I was living in an apartment back then. And I was doing on favor. I was putting the sticky notes up, praying for a house and stuff like that. But this was like God instilled to me, okay, it's time for you to get a house. This was in 2000, y'all. I didn't get a house till 2006, but I was already planning, already getting prepared, already making myself financially and mentally and doing research on getting a house. God will let you know pretty much when it's time for that next step. God know in 2000, year 2000, I wasn't ready for a house. I wasn't ready for a house financially, mentally, or internet then. If y'all want to get a house, people say, "Oh, getting a house is more cheaper than an apartment." It is. It can be. In layman terms, it is. I know people paying $2,000 a month for a 3-bedroom apartment right here in the city of Houston, and $2,500 for a house apartment, 3-bedroom apartment. When you can get a house, when I bought my house note was $950. When I was paying for the house I'm in now, was $950 a month for a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,500 square feet house with 2-car garage, huge backyard, huge front yard. Yeah, $975 a month. But going in, people see that number. Oh, I'm paying $975 a month compared to $2,500. Man, I need to get a house. Yeah, you do, but yeah, you don't if you're not prepared. Number one, when you get in a house, you want to own the house. You don't want the house owning you. You still want to be able to enjoy life. I know so many people get in the house, their life is over. The house owns them. They suggested to me, a lot of financial experts suggest to you to have at least 3 months of household expenses when you buy a house. Meaning, if you make, for bills and all that, 2,500 a month or whatever, we'll put that number out there. You need to have, I should have my calculator here, 246, 750, 750, $7,500 put away in a bank. Unless your house is super brand new, and it still doesn't guarantee that either. But unless your house is super brand new, when you get in the house, things is going to happen. It ain't might. They are. Issues are going to happen. Yo, um, I'm not going to say AC, but that happened to me. My AC went out 3 years after I bought my house. I had a evaporator car go out in my attic in my house. That's very expensive. You know what an evaporator car costs for a house. But little things gonna happen around your house, little maintenance, and you can't pick up the phone like in the apartment. Say, can you come put this in, or can you come do this? Can you come fix the ACs out? I got a pipe busted. I got a dishwasher don't work. I got a refrigerator out. I got a washing machine on out. I got a commode that stopped up. I got a bathtub that won't drain. Mm-mm. You are the maintenance guy. That's your baby when you own the house. And you need to have those expenses and funds set aside where you can deal with that on a yearly basis. Not only right away. This need to be all the time because you, like I say, it ain't if something go wrong. Something is going to go wrong in your house that you're going to have to pay for yourself. Number two, you paying insurance. Now, I suggest people, you can ask you if you buy a house or whatever, I let my insurance go in my payment. Escrow, I had an escrow type baby, and the insurance would roll up into that. Actually, without my insurance, my house would have been $400 something a month. Yep, $400 something a month. Plus, when I put the insurance in it, it was like almost 600, 635, I think, a month with the without the insurance and taxes. I put the insurance and taxes in there. A lot of y'all know what I'm talking about that own house. So I had like an escrow payment, and anytime I made a payment, it went towards. I had like they put in an account to help pay for your insurance and your property taxes that come along every year, so you didn't have to pay out of pocket. That's why I did it. Speaking of taxes, you got to pay property taxes on your house, insurance on your house every year. If you don't put insurance on your house, don't think you're going to ride around like a car and don't put no insurance. No, if you paying for a house and don't put no insurance on it, the mortgage company going to see that. If you don't do it, they're going to put their own insurance on. I got a neighbor. He made a mistake, didn't do that. And when they put the insurance, they put the most expensive insurance they can find on there. And they're going to tack it on there. So you need to get good insurance on your house at all the time. Also, like I said, you got property tax, you got school taxes and property, the like to pay for the fire and ambulance and all that stuff, taxes. I get 2 tax bills a year for my home. That's taxed on that. Payment. Now, some people get houses for 30 years. I was lucky. I got a 15-year note. When I got a 15-year note, I paid a payment and a half on my house. I'm gonna pay this thing off. I paid my house off in about a little bit over 9 years. I paid it off because I was putting a payment and a half. I was putting rubber to the road. Like I'm gonna pay for this house quicker than this. So they suggested if you pay this much ahead, she said I had a financial advisor sit down with me and tell me. I paid my house off in almost 9.5 years. But some people have, I mean, if that's all you can afford is 30-year note, that's fine. But a lot of highly financial people suggest get you a 15-year note on the house to be through with it. But a lot of people do that 30-year note. I didn't want to be paying for a home 30 years, y'all. I just wouldn't want to do that. But another thing that people ask, and it's true, your house increase. It's a value. It's more like it's better than a car, better than clothes, better than shoes, better than anything. 99.9% of your time, you have a great liability on your home, y'all. It goes, not liability, asset on your house, it goes up in value. Y'all know I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. I paid in 2006, I paid $92,000 for my house. My house now is worth $275,000. I had that much equity and I made that much. I mean, it's more than double. My value in my home more than double since I've been in 2006. So I just give that advice to people. Kind of sit down and get with a financial advisor and kind of look at your budget, how much you make every month, how much you can put away every month. And I was blessed. And it's weird how I went in this house. And it was a family in here when I bought this house, particular house. It was a family who was outgrowing this house. And I pretty much got it as dirt cheap value, awesome house because they wanted to get rid of it. Not like it was bad, but they wanted to sell it as quick as possible. They could get on to their other home that they needed. They paid all my closing costs, and I put very little down for my home. That helped me a lot. And when I come over here, because family was still in here, they was in the process of getting out of it. I was in the process of buying. And once I closed, I came to the house. They was still here. They was almost ready to move out. And the lady looked at me. She said, "This, sir, thank you. This house is blessed." It's like he was saying, this house is a blessing to you. It's like it was sent by God. This home that I'm in now was just sent, just brought to me by God. That's why I say I know how God works. He wanted me to wait on Him, and He would let me know when it was time to buy a home, and that this was a home for me. And I found this house myself. I looked at 30 homes with my realtor. He did not show me this house. I found it myself. I just happened to be riding around Katy in a neighborhood where nothing was in. And I said, let me look back in there with it. It's like a hidden neighborhood in the middle, back of the woods. It's not like that now. It done grown up. We got stores and schools and stuff around here. It ain't the same like it was. I said, man, I like that house. Saw a for sale sign on it. I got with my realtor. He did a little research and he set it up where I could go look at it. And once I walked into it, and I say, man, this is it. This is the house for me. So yeah, it was like God sent me here to see this house. And I've been praying, had been praying about it for like 10 years for the house. So make sure when you buy a home, it's for you. Don't just get into a house. I know I promote and push y'all to be able to get a home and stuff like that, but you don't want to get in a home when it's not time, when you're not ready, when you're not financially um, organized. If not, it'll be one of the biggest headaches, and you'll lose something within 5 to 6 years that you wanted so badly and you saved so much for, and all of a sudden it's gone. It's gone just like that. And then you got all this really hassle on you with foreclosure and all that. Then you're back in an apartment and you can't get nothing else because no, you don't want it like that. Pray about it. Put your sticky notes everywhere. Say, I'm going to have a house. God have blessed me with a house. God will see that once you pray for it and you put it out there and put in action. Start saving, start organizing, start looking. But I wish everybody in the world could afford a house. To me, I just like my own comfort and own space than living in an apartment. And nobody can tell me knocking on my door, maintenance, this and that. And it's just a different feeling. And I love a lot of space, and I can do what I want and tinker here and work in the yard. It's just different. Some people houses are not for them. A lot of elderly people, of course, maybe I'll do that too when I get really, really up to that age. Just downgrade and go get me a nice condo or something like that, and in the city or whatever, because I'll have a house in the country. But I ain't got to deal with gardening and yard work and all that stuff. Maybe I will. But a lot of people have kids in the backyard who want to play in the backyard. It's nothing like to be able to park your car in your garage and things like that, little things like that. So, yeah, I'm praying for everybody out there that really want a home and working for a home. I'm definitely praying for you that God fulfills that. Like I said, I'm just telling you how I did it. And like I say, make sure you're organized and financially ready when you get in a house. Because if you go in a house, you have no money in the bank, you're asking for trouble. You're asking for a disaster. You need to have at least 3 months of income in the bank saved up. So when something goes wrong, because when you get in the house, you got to buy this, you got to get this. You think you got a lot of furniture until you get a big house. You're going to say, oh, we got all this space. What am I put it in here? So you got to make sure you're financially ready, because the house note going to be good. And all of a sudden, a year later, if you don't do the escrow, you got the insurance bill coming in. You got the two tax bills coming in. You're gonna be saying, and that'll wipe out your bank account if you're not really, really um, organized. So I just want to share the little knowledge with you on Financial Friday. Another thing, before I go here, it's gonna be I don't know if it'll be on whatever day I don't post the videos, maybe a Saturday or Sunday or Wednesday or Thursday. I got some old videos if you coming for the Old School Soul Food channel. Then I'm gonna put in my new channel and I'll put on there something so y'all will know, you won't get confused, because it'll be me saying Chef Jeff at Old School Soul Food. And it's just older videos that I'm gonna take off my other channel, a couple of them, and I'm gonna institute on here on another day when I don't have a video up, so y'all can kind of have them all in one area. That's what I'm gonna eventually do. I think I got 30 over there, and I'm gonna put them all in this one channel here, so y'all are actually have them in one area. I ain't gotta go back and forth. So anyway, that's pretty much it, y'all. Let's be them homeowners. There's American dream. I want everybody to own a home that wants to, but you gotta be definitely set and ready to do that when you own a home. So anyway, that's it. Like I say, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and all this slice of happiness. Just search it up. I got the link to every channel in the description of the video. So anyway, like I tell y'all, knowledge is power. Keep reading, keep getting that knowledge. It's power. Nobody can take that away from you. Y'all have a happy, blessed day. Love y'all. Bye. Oh, one more thing, y'all, before I forget. I guess I should have wrote myself notes. This is very important. When you get a house, you get it financed or whatever, make sure, I'm going to say this again, make sure, one more time, make sure you have a fixed rate mortgage and not an adjustable rate mortgage. It's so important, y'all. This is how I was able to get my house pretty much dirt cheap, because the housing market collapsed in 2006, 2005, 2006, because in the 90s they fed everyone these adjustable rate subprime mortgages of people trying to push these mortgages on people that they know they couldn't afford them, and they just wanted to try to look people. We trying to help you get a home, but all it did was hurt them. So 5 years later, those people that was paying $1,000 and $1,500 a month for mortgages, the rate adjusted, and they was having to pay $2,500, some people $3,000 a month. What I mean by fixed rate, say if you're paying 2.5% interest rate on your mortgage, if you got a fixed rate, you're gonna pay that interest, and your note is never gonna change for those 15 or 30 years you're paying your mortgage. If you got adjustable rate mortgage, if you're paying a 2.5 or 2.8% interest rate on that mortgage when you first get it, say your house note is, say mine was 970 something. When that thing adjusts, it might adjust to 4, it might adjust to 6, and it's gonna keep adjusting every 5 years. Some of them keep adjusting. Your mortgage probably double. And you thinking you doing good, you going through 5 years, you paying your note on time. All of a sudden that thing adjusts on you. All of a sudden you can't pay for your house. It's very important when you go in there. Like I tell y'all, I did a 15-year fixed rate mortgage on my house. That's what I do, and that's what I suggest. If you can't do 15 years, you can do 30, that's fine, but make sure your rate is fixed and not adjustable. Adjustable is going to be a lot lower. Oh, yeah, they're going to get you. Oh, if you do an adjustable rate mortgage, you only have to pay $600 a month or whatever. That's how they get you. You're looking at that number on the left, but you ain't looking at the number on the right for that little adjustable rate mortgage. And later on, 5 years from now, you out of the home because you can't afford it, or you struggling to make that note. So I just want to put that in because that's very, very important. That's how God blessed me. 2000, he knew what was going to happen. I tell y'all, I'm going to get the preacher here. He knew what was going to happen in 2000, 2006, what was going to happen. God, he know everything. That's why he had me wait in 2006 to get a home, and the rest is history. So let God pray about it, and God will guide you through it, and God will guide you to the right house, the right situation. I'm just telling you how I did it because I want everybody to have a home just like me. So anyway, I'm gone for now, y'all. Y'all have a happy, blessed day. Love y'all.